hot. It's Friday night and we're all in.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Good evening and welcome to this evening of slightly minor eye infections. All round.
Yeah, what's wrong with the old eyes, Sarge?
Yeah, well, it's good enough for Macron, it's good enough for us, isn't it?
Indeed it is! Wow.
Bonjour, bonjour, mes amis.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
good
good
grief.
evening and hello, hello.
We have the wrong information up there. My goodness. Tardy tonight, and that was a tardigrade, and you'll see that later again. Right, good evening, Warriors. Good evening, Shanty, Militant, Espresso Mechanic, Nectaritas. How are you, sir? Mr. Parmy, good to see you, Mr. Armstrong.
We all got slapped up by Brigitte, folks. That's why we got our glasses on.
Yeah, we weren't doing a human centipede, honest. We weren't, honest. We wouldn't do that.
Just an eye infection.
Yeah, yeah. And there's Mr. Vaughn. How you doing? Good. Right. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's get straight into it because there's loads to talk about. I actually haven't even counted the slides tonight. Terminator 2. That would be cool. That was a good movie. Art of the Greenland Deal. Get your opponent to cede territory and mineral rights for free, while they still pay the natives billions a year in welfare payments and think you are the idiot for accepting. That's pretty much sums up the Greenland thing, doesn't it? Because we thought, Trump's going to attack it. Trump wants to buy it. And now basically he can do what he likes. He gets the mineral rights, and yet Denmark still has to keep paying the welfare payments for the people that live there. Ooh, there you go.
It's bullshit. I mean, they've had a long-standing international treaty agreement with Greenland, so between the United States and Denmark since 1941 and 1951, respectively, and that's still ongoing. John, you know about that,
Yep.
Schleedy. I'm sure you know stuff about that. So all of this is theatrical shite. Maybe Trump is thinking, oh, into the future, it'd be far cheaper for us to just buy Greenland. But I really just think this is theatrical reaching. It's the biggest load of bullshit.
I think you're right, because I've looked at this from all sides now. Good God, it's beginning to sound like a Neil Diamond song. But anyway, an echo. You have an echo?
Who's got an echo?
Echo.
Nectaridus.
Echo.
I don't hear any echo.
Yes, there
Culprit
is.
Nectaridus. Call them out.
Oh, here we go. It'd be me. That'd be me. Try it now.
Oh, it's me, says Espresso.
No, be me. How's it going? Does it sound better now?
Are we back to normal, peeps?
Check,
Trial
check,
room,
baby,
trial
check.
room. Hello.
Hi, Julie.
Oh, hi, Julie.
I had my little better now. It was me. I forgot to turn the speakers off. I had my little man on the microphone last week, but he fell off. So chipped the
Is that your little pod?
Is that a little?
Is
Is
that
that a
a
little? Is that a little Sergeant Grumpy?
It is. It even says.
Oh, what it even says, Sergeant Grumpy. Oh,
It
you
does.
have to take a photograph of it and send it to me because I can't see the bit where it says.
Yeah,
Sergeant
it says Sergeant Grumpy there
Oh, that's really cool. And you got that from?
from Julian
Julian
Bedite.
Julian Dredd. Oh, nice one.
And I got this. I don't know if I'm meant to send this to Ed. I got
Oh, you got Ed a Seagull.
Well, no, I got this from Julian thingy as well.
Oh, Julian Dredd got that for Ed. Oh, cool.
Well, I don't know if they got. I don't know if they got it for Ed. They sent it to me.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll shut up then. Oh, that's cool though. Oh, that's nice. I like them.
Have you been on the marching powder this evening? Anyway,
No, I don't do any of that anymore.
anymore. She says
Anymore.
Anyway, moving on.
Excuse me a second. I'm just going to go to scene and see if you can see. Yes, see up there, Julie, in the background. It's out of focus, but you can see it says Grumpy old Git Space. So there you go. There you go. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much for those prezzies. I need to see.
Very sweet of you.
I need to find somewhere where I can put the miniature Sergeant Grumpy up. Good evening, Robin.
Robin's in the chat. Hi, Robin.
So we can get Sergeant Grumpy on view all the time.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, art of the deal. I think Trump's he's played a bit of a blinder here. Really, it's like he winds everybody up and then he just wanders
He's
in.
such a troll. He's such a troll.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it. It's brilliant.
I think it's a case that like he loves like winding up and poking and nudging, but the media and other MAGA individuals out there think that he's some sort of Brzezinski, that he's this type of like new like grand chessboard player or something like that. I really don't think that's what Trump is. Certainly maybe people behind the scenes, but not Donald J. Trump.
Donald's not smart enough for that.
He knows the big new. Okay?
Yeah. No, he's not. So Klaus Schwab, meanwhile at Davos, Klaus Schwab admits he's lost control and continues to lose the narrative that once sustained public trust in him. Did he ever have public trust?
No.
See, I mean, he maybe had the trust
without a pussycat.
He maybe had the trust of the elite, but did he ever have public trust?
Nope.
So he claims his narrative has guided humanity since the beginning of time and steered people towards what he calls a better future.
Has he been drinking some funny juice?
Oh, probably.
He's on the way out as Soylent Green. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of bigs himself up a bit, doesn't he? But I tell you who hasn't bigged himself up, and for a second week running seems to be coming back down, doesn't he, Mr. Merz?
Who?
The German Chancellor Friedrich Merz just called the European Union a complete failure in front of the global elites by stating, Germany and Europe have wasted incredible potential. We've become the world champion of overregulation and zero growth. And he's right.
And whose fault is that? It's not
Yeah, I
ours,
wonder.
Shalini. It's not ours, John, is it?
No,
it's
no,
it's
do with us,
not. It's
peeps.
Germany's. Because it was German. In fact, all the big players are German, aren't they? Von der Leyen and Angela Merkel and all that.
Yep.
Now the thing is,
Well, it's
only
German,
last
right?
week, he turned around and said, in hindsight, maybe destroying all the nuclear power plants wasn't such a great idea. You think?
Duh.
So yeah,
Retard.
he might actually be starting to wake up because his country is falling apart.
It is.
Russian gas might be switched back on in time, folks. You never know.
Stranger
Vlad is
things
waiting.
have
Gazprom are
happened.
waiting.
Yeah, I think they are. So Davos, staying with Davos,
Oh, God,
WEF
Fink.
co-chair and BlackRock CEO Larry Fink openly acknowledges that global elites have lost public trust. They never had public.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I sound?
Get stuff.
What the fuck is going on? I think I sound like George Galloway now. They never had public trust.
Never.
And now face an uncomfortable reality in the age of populism and deep institutional mistrust. Yeah, well, hey, welcome to our fucking world, mate.
That they have foisted and that they have created, but this is deliberate framing. We've lost, as in they had public trust
Yeah.
prior.
Never.
No,
They
they didn't. So they're
they
trying
didn't.
to inflate themselves. This is deliberate misleading framing of theirs, which is oh so typical, you know.
Yeah, they're trying to rewrite history, aren't they?
Yeah.
Basically.
How did that get down the bottom there? Former Dragon's Den star Duncan Bannatyne brands some biological males who seek access to female-only spaces, perverts and paedophiles. How did that get in there? That's just, well, probably right. Anyway,
now it
moving
is,
on.
Duncan.
Gavin
look.
Newsom.
Blech.
Gavin Newsom has a bizarre meltdown in Davos. This was
Oh, did
funny.
he?
Well, I'm actually, what he's saying sounds pretty. It's the most accurate thing I think I've ever heard Newsom say.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. He actually said something accurate?
Well, I think so. He said, and I quote, "I should have brought a bunch of knee pads for all the world leaders."
Right.
Diplomacy
Sick
with
bucket.
Donald.
Vaughn,
Diplomacy.
where's my
Hold
sick
on.
bucket?
Let me finish. Diplomacy with Donald Trump. He's a T-Rex. You mate with him or he devours you. I can't take this complicity. People rolling over.
Whatever,
Wow.
Newsom, just
There's a hell of a lot of eyes wide shut kind of like inferences or references there. Knee pads for what? I may ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie, he is a prat.
And his speech got cancelled.
Yay! Even better.
Yeah,
Speech writer got paid. It's all
he's-
good.
his speech got cancelled at the last minute.
Oh, shame.
Oh dear.
But you know who did have a speech and wasn't actually invited? He just fucking turned up again.
Oh, the bloody dwarf.
Zelensky, yeah.
Who?
Yeah, the Green Goblin.
Oh, did he? Was he in his tracksuit? Was he?
I think he might have been, but Malay was in fucking trainers as well. I don't like that guy. I really don't like him.
No, there's something weird about him.
He's just, I mean, remember, this is a guy that put in place the order that you can sell land if it gets burnt, even though it's ancient tribal land and it's been, there for time immemorial. But no, you can sell it to the sorry, I didn't say that. Anyway, back to Justin. Zelensky kicked out of Davos. This is Russian propaganda because he wasn't really kicked out. It was a bit awkward, but it was kind of played for laughs, right? But Zelensky was obviously pissed off because after a tense meeting with Trump, fair enough, the Davos moderator cut Zelensky short. You need to return to Kiev because Zelensky was on a time crunch, right? And Zelensky says, I wasn't interesting, right? So they're having a bit of a go at each other because I don't think Zelensky liked that guy either.
I think
But,
it was also because he was lambasting Europe as a whole.
He was.
Yeah,
it was.
He was giving out yards, so that poked quite a lot of nerves,
He was.
funny bones. So they cut him off,
Well,
What-
he
what-
should be a bit grateful considering he's had a whole heap of bloody money from us.
Yeah, but he was saying that. He was also saying that Russia can't create nuclear, or it can't create weapons and things without using parts from other countries. And I'm thinking, hold on a minute, that's a bit fucking rich coming from you.
Yeah. He needs to get back in his box.
So there was a big, I don't have a slide for it, but there was a big, there was an attack in Ukraine by the Russians. And apparently they've killed, well, the framing is weird because on one hand they say they've killed foreign military personnel, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand they say British mercenaries. So I'm thinking it sounds like they've actually hit British soldiers or sailors or whoever who
private
are there.
Contractors, yeah.
Well, I don't even know if they're private contractors because they initially referred to them as foreign military personnel. Because it was and this was not that long after Zelensky had said he could help out in the North Atlantic. Russia hit his naval operations centre, and that's where they killed the foreign military people. So we'll see what happens there. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sorry. If Russian warships are sailing freely around Greenland, says Zelensky, Ukraine can help. We have the expertise and weapons to ensure not one of those ships remains. No, you fucking don't.
That's reaching, man. That is reaching.
Right. I mean, they can sink near Greenland just as they do near Crimea. No problem. We have the tools and the people. No, you fucking don't. There's a massive, massive difference between operating in the North Atlantic and operating in the Black Sea. I mean, have you ever crossed the North Atlantic in a Force 11? Because I have. And you're not fucking getting a drone anywhere in that.
Just for reference, Vladimir, Crimea is Russian. It always has been.
Yeah.
All right. It was Khrushchev's mistake, but it was always Russian.
And the and what do you call it? The Light Brigade will testify to that.
Well, hey, that makes me a Putinist now in some people's eyes, or a lot of people's eyes, for establishing facts.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. You can't tell people facts. Good God, man! What do you think this is?
Just parrots.
Oh, careful.
Nick, we're just saying they either killed or captured senior NATO officers. Brits, I think it was near Orkichov, something like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Right, moving on.
Move on.
British military intelligence coloured me shocked.
I know, right?
That's an oxymoron. Anyway, Tony
Blair, really?
Tony Blair will join Trump's Gaza Board of Peace, the White House has confirmed.
Really? Mr. Evil himself.
Yeah, the former UK Prime Minister is to sit alongside US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, real estate, and Mr. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, real estate.
I don't like that Jared Kushner.
As members of the founding executive board. Yeah, there you go.
I love that picture of Tony and his Smeagol stroke Gollum.
I know.
Look, he reminds me of like one of those baddies out of Indiana Jones, where know he touches. What was that in Raiders of the Lost Ark? Touches the Lost Ark, and they all start kind of changing.
The Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah. When they're in the chamber with the old Knight Templar guy.
Exactly. They make the wrong move, and they kind of make the wrong choices.
Yeah, he drinks from the wrong grail, and then he goes like super old and melts into a puddle of.
That is who Tony reminds me of. The dude that turns out really old.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
So more trolling. Reporter, have you invited Putin to be a member of the Board of Peace? Trump, yes. Can you respond to Macron saying he will not join the Board of Peace? Nobody wants them.
Didn't he actually say that?
Nobody wants him. I'll put a 200% tariff on his wines and he'll join.
He's good for a laugh, Donald.
I just love the trolling. It's great.
Yeah, and he did. Putin said as well that he's prepared to put $1 billion into this Board of Peace thing, even without joining. He's prepared to put $1 billion into it, and this is the kind of statesman he is, because what Putin said was, you can take it from the frozen Russian assets that the last administration froze in the US.
Yeah. Oh, Biden and co.
So he's given Trump permission to use his money that Biden froze. So
the money's resting in the account.
It's just resting, yeah. So, Donald Trump also said, our brilliant NATO ally, the United Kingdom, is currently planning to give away the island of Diego Garcia, the site of a vital US military base, to Mauritius, and to do so for no reason whatsoever. Now, you're not got the full story, Donald. Not only are we giving away the Chagos Islands, we are paying them something like $30 billion to lease Diego Garcia back for 99 years. So we're giving them the islands and then paying them to keep one tiny part of it.
Joke.
Yeah, that's not a deal. I don't know why even give them away. You know, people though are responding on Twitter as if Donald stopped it, but he hasn't. He hasn't stopped it.
I mean, I know it was very militarily strategic back in the, I think it was in the late 50s, early 60s to, acquire Chagos before they called it Diego Garcia. They could have saved themselves a lot of bother by just leaving it and the inhabitants, the couple of thousand inhabitants, alone. They could have just left it alone,
They could have done that, but the thing is, none of the inhabitants of Diego Garcia want to go. None of the inhabitants of the Chagos Islands want to go back. Want to go under Mauritanian rule.
Of course not,
because they'll just get shat upon. And the other thing is, it's still a fucking vital staging post for if you are at war with China.
It's R&R. It's refuel. It's essentially it's a bounce pad. It's a launch pad.
It's a big aircraft carrier in the middle of the Indian Ocean. That's exactly what it is.
It's just like, I know it brings up things a little bit prickly, but it's just pretty damn fucking shit the way that they treated those locals in the 60s and gassing their dogs and all that sort of stuff. If you read into really what happened with Chagos, they got done dirty. It's not cool. It's not good.
Moving on. So Donald has released a private communication from Macron, but as Olga here points out, remember that time that Macron released a recording of his private conversation with Putin to the wide public, completely betraying the privacy protocol between heads of state, right? So Trump has just released this absolutely embarrassing text from Macron in regards to Greenland. From President Macron to President Trump. My friend, we are totally in line on Syria. We can do great things on Iran. I do not understand what you're doing on Greenland. Let us try to build great things. I can set up a G7 meeting after Davos in Paris on Thursday afternoon. I can invite the Ukrainians. What the fuck would you want the Ukrainians? The Danish, the Syrians, and the Russians in the margins. Let us have a dinner together in Paris together on Thursday before you go back to the US. Well, I don't think that happened.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. It didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, nice grammar and punctuation.
Oh.
I really love that.
Well,
Kofi has notified there's a donation from Shanti, Serge.
Woo!
Nice one, Shanti. Nice one. The old Klexon.
Thank you. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Meanwhile, on Russian state TV, they are laughing their heads off about Europe. The Europeans have handed over their entire weapons stockpile to Ukraine. As a result, Europe now has to buy weapons from the Americans in order to be able to defend Greenland against the Americans. Yeah, I mean, the whole posturing over that thing was pathetic. Having said that, he has done away with the tariffs now, so he's not going to impose the tariffs on the 1st of February because he's got his golden deal.
Oh, yeah.
Show them the stick, then the carrot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's it. According to British PM Keir Starmer, the US must have misunderstood the actions of the EU. He's trying to give him an out, but he didn't need it. Starmer stated that tariffs were unnecessary. The UK has no intentions of going against the US in Greenland. EU troops are in Greenland to assess and respond to Russia. Yeah, Russia's got no fucking interest in Greenland. It doesn't need it. Meanwhile, A lot of people are calling out the fact that Denmark forcibly reduced the Inuit population. Fake or propaganda? No, it's not. You don't apologise to people when you've not done anything wrong, do you? Denmark has literally apologised for it. Denmark apologised to Greenland's forced contraception victims. So apparently they were inserting coils into teenage Inuit girls to ensure that they didn't become pregnant and didn't breed without their knowledge or their parents' knowledge.
So is this a fabrication, or is there an element of truth?
No, it's
to this,
not
or?
a fabrication. It is completely true. Denmark has apologised to the victims. Denmark did this to stop them breeding.
That's fucking disgraceful. Excuse my language.
This is nearly as bad as the Tuskegee syphilis things.
And that was, I think that was 50s, wasn't it? That was pretty controversial.
This was 1980s.
My God.
1980s. Absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Denmark.
Absolutely shame on you, Denmark. And this is quite a good one. This actually shows you the true size of countries because of the Mercator prediction, we always think Greenland's massive. This is Greenland up here. That's the actual size of Greenland, the little red bit. That's what it looks like compared to, like, for instance, Africa. I mean, Africa and South America are freaking huge. I mean, there's Russia. Russia's big, but it's not as big as it looks, you know? And look at the size of Sweden and Norway. They're tiny. And Finland, little Finland there. Tiny.
Don't forget about little old Ireland, will you?
I know. We're a little dot. We're a little dot there
just
now.
this little dot down here, Ireland and Britain.
Little dots with open borders. Asher, come on all in, folks. You know, there's room for more. Cade Vila Folcha.
But look at the size of Australia. It's nearly as big. It's as big as the States.
Yeah, it's
and yet
massive.
there's only, well, it's mainly desert again, but there's only, what, 30 million, 40 million population in Australia. It's tiny.
25 to 30 million or something like that.
Yeah, it's tiny.
A lot of barren land, desert as well.
A lot of desert, yeah.
Have you ever been, Sarge? You been to Australia?
Well, I did meet somebody, but I didn't get the other word. That's why I wasn't on. Presenting with you guys last week, but I didn't get a fucking invite. So, but I couldn't go anyway because I couldn't cope with the heat, creepy crawlies, etc. So no, I went.
It's not that bad. I really liked Australia. It's
creepy crawlies, snakes. Nah, not going.
Well, yeah, there is that. Okay, there is that, and it does get hot. But I travelled about it, and it was pretty cool. I was
too far.
I was up near Cairns. Went diving off the Barrier Reef.
That's very
nice.
far up north.
I'll tell you though, the Barrier Reef wasn't as good as the diving in for instance, Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, there was the Florida diving over the reefs there was much better than the stuff in the Barrier Reef. In fact, some of the best diving I've had was in Malta, believe it or not. But anyway,
Malta's supposed to be lovely. Anyway, we're getting into holiday mode here.
Well, yeah, but Australia was pretty cool. So I was up in Cairns and we took a hike into the jungle. I'm like the I'm a celebrity, get me out of here bit. And was driving back down the coast and came to a beach, and they had a fenced off swimming area because they fence off the swimming areas to try and stop the sharks coming in. So they have shark nets so you can go and swim. And I thought, we'll go for a dip and see if we can cool off. Runs into the water, and it was like getting into a hot bath.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's nice.
No, it wasn't nice. It was too hot. You wanted to cool down, and it was like getting into a hot bath.
No, that's no good, dude.
But yeah, I spent 3 weeks in Australia and even went down as far as Melbourne and watched the Australian Grand Prix.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was cool.
So who was racing then? British
Coulthard.
Oh, Coulthard, Mr.
In fact, it was the time that they had that big crash in the first lap, and Coulthard come round leading after the first lap. He was leading the race.
Okay.
He didn't win it, but Mark Webber who drove for Minardi. Mark Webber was driving as well at that point. But Mark Webber, who drove for Minardi, came 5th, which you only got points down to 6th in those days, but he came 5th, I think. And you would have thought he had won the Grand Prix because we could see the pits and they were going nuts.
We're going Bulu.
Yeah, you would have thought he'd won the Grand Prix. It was cool.
Robin said we love Skippy. Yes, you're really showing your age there, Robin. I remember Skippy too.
Skippy! I remember Skippy as well. Right, so President Trump has signed an executive order to bring back mental institutions and insane asylums. We're going to have to bring them back. We hate to build those suckers, but you've got to get the people off the streets. I think he's right. I
know. Oh my God! Like all the liberal lefty retards. Like seriously, there's something wrong with they're wired up wrong.
Yeah, but don't they already have these places? Does he mean that we need to build more of them, or?
They probably don't. I don't know.
Well, do we not all? We've all done away with insane asylums. I think the only one we've got left is like Carstairs, for the criminally insane.
Yeah.
But we need just. There used to be one round here, not far away, and it's all shut up. And there was one in Crookston, and I think it's shut up as well. So. Just like
brought back.
I think we need loony bins. We really
definitely.
do.
We need
stick a few politicians in there, a couple of senators as well, Mr. Trump. Yeah.
Don't knock it.
Men in white coats.
Our chief super had a certificate to say he was sane after he'd been found wandering the streets of Cambuslang in his pajamas one night, right? And they got sectioned. The police picked him up, and he was so out of it that he actually got sectioned, Section 31. And taken to the loony bin in Crookston, and he was in there for 2 or 3 days, and then after he'd seen the psychiatrist or whatever, I think he spent about 2 weeks off. He came back with a certificate to say he was sane.
Oh my God.
A certificate of normality. Oh.
Yes.
Normal service has been resumed.
I'm normal.
You may proceed. and he didn't lose his job. He was still a chief super.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
nuts,
Right.
Dude.
Now, you can't have Greenland. You haven't finished your Venezuela yet. That's
I like that.
That was good.
That was a good one.
Putting AI to good use.
Yeah.
Indeed. Right, moving on. Alice Vidal announces Germany will leave the UK, so that she's the AfD party, and they're polling really high, like 30-odd%.
I thought they were trying to ban the AfD.
They are, yeah, because they're polling really high. Isn't that normal? Don't you normally try and ban the party that's actually going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally normals.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's similar to kind of the, Marine Le Pen's, like, what is it? I think it's Front National, FN.
Yeah, so Marine Le Pen can't stand for office again for 5 years.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah.
And so the whole push with Alternative for Deutschland, like AfD is like far right. It's just all the pejoratives. But can you imagine that you've a kind of a future chancellor, potentially like Alice Vidal, and Germany leave the EU? That is the end of the EU when Germany are gone.
Germany is the EU.
Yes.
In fact, without Germany, there is no EU.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, see, when you actually go to these countries, they're not EU focused. They're very nationalistic. You go shopping in France, everything's covered in French flags. I mean, people talk about not buying stuff here because it's got a Union Jack on it. You go shopping in France, everything's got a fucking French flag on it. Yeah, produce of France. Nothing's made anywhere. You'll get like the odd orange or lemon from Spain or something like that, but nearly everything comes from France.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, but that's people that exist in Britain. These lefties that exist in Britain think that Europe's all like homogenous. No, it's not. It's very, very. They're very nationalistic. I mean, you go into a restaurant in Austria and try and get something that isn't schnitzel.
Oh, schnitzel's lovely.
Hey, you can't say something that's made in Britain or made in England nowadays, calling it English. It's like, you'd be a bloody racist.
Oh, I know. You're racist.
But these guys do. Everything is local. And that's good. It's good.
That's how it should be.
But don't think that Europe's homogenous, and most of these countries are teetering on the edge of leaving, because the big thing when I was in France was Frexit. They were always talking about Frexit. You know. But anyway, we'll find out. So, right, that's just fucking... that just gets me. So, AJ Roberts here, whoever he is, everything you're seeing right now in Greenland, Iran, even the UK in terms of military is all surface level operations because the Stargates are activated.
Can I just say, I know you don't have one.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
The 11D Stargate in Pewsey Vale and the grid in the UK is active. Stargate 10 in Iran and everything underneath is awakening.
Honest to God, I think some of these accounts, like, you know, AJ Roberts, potentially Jay Anderson and others, I think these are just deliberate constructs or plants or operators to lead people astray and distract them. Maybe they aren't, I don't know, but I would not be surprised. It's just to pull focus from other issues.
But no, I don't think they're deliberate plans. I think these people are fucking just nutters. I really do. I think they're just nutters.
So they won't get the certification of normality like your former colleague.
Yeah, they won't. I mean, but let's actually talk. Let's think about this. Is David Icke a plant? Is he controlled opposition? Opposition to what? You know?
I don't think so.
He's been getting on my nerve.
Basically, right? He's effectively just a nutter, right?
Yeah.
So, what's to stop all these other clowns that come up with things like Stargates and all this shit? These are just nutters as well.
Well, it's interesting, Mike. I personally would not call him a nutter.
No, you might not.
Leaving aside kind of reptiles and stuff like that and reptilians, you know.
It's a bit far-fetched, though, isn't it?
It's the lizard people.
It's a bit
AJ
far-fetched.
Roberts talking about Stargates.
Oh,
that's reaching. Like,
yeah, but
Stargate was a really good movie, but that's
Reptilians
all it was.
is reaching, is it not?
It is a little bit.
You know, I'm just saying. You know,
saying, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right, moving on. Amazon warehouse in Coventry to close due to outbreak of TB.
Jesus.
Is this 2026 or 1826?
I don't know, John. I'd have to check my calendar.
Or the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Anyone? What year was it?
What was that from Mr. Vaughan?
I don't know. What was that, Vaughan? He just said that's true about Amazon.
Amazon must temporarily.
That's true.
Close their Coventry warehouse after a TB outbreak.
Yeah.
Preventing a major outbreak is more important than Amazon's margins. I think the problem is you import third world workers, you get third world diseases. I think that's the problem.
It's one thing, you know, with the reappearance of Victorian-style diseases like rickets and other kind of serious vitamin D deficiencies that we've seen over the years due to kind of UK poverty levels with kids and families and all of that. But TB?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know. It's mad.
What's next? Cholera? Like, what else?
Well, you never know. There's a plethora to choose from.
Take vitamin D. Not sponsored, but open to it. Take vitamin D.
Did you hear that, Google? Chill the beans, Google.
Yeah, not sponsored.
No
open
affiliates.
To it. Right, moving on. What did Delta Force do to Maduro's Cuban bodyguards that made them all return in shoeboxes? Well, I'm thinking this was like a deal with Ryanair or something like that, and they cremated them to make the baggage allowance.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, what's going on with the boxes?
I'm guessing they all got I'm guessing they all got cremated and sent back.
Right.
That's what I'm guessing. Rather than the full body, because there's not a whole body in there unless it's cremated.
Delta Force. So it seems like a modern day equivalent of Chuck Norris went in there and did a serious job.
Well, they're talking about using some kind of weird, like
energy
ultrasonics.
weapon.
Yeah, kind of ultrasonics or something that disabled the people, and then they just shot them because they were incapacitated.
Like something from Spectral?
Yeah, a bit like that.
Would you like to say something about Spectral, Sarge?
If you'd like to watch, I came across this movie called Spectral from 2016 on Netflix, and it's actually, I'm not going to say it's good, but it's not bad. It's not a bad movie, and it's got nobody that you know apart from the guy that plays the general. Bruce Greenwood or something. He plays a general in every fucking movie he's ever in. He's always a general, right? But anyway, it's not got big name stars in it, but it's actually okay. And the premise is interesting enough to keep you interested. Go and watch my review on Snarky Cinema. It's had over 1.3 thousand views.
Go give it a look.
So, as I kind of joked with you a couple of times already, Sarge, is that it is really good and people should watch it because you're quite a kind of an arduous, hardened skeptic and critic, aren't you?
Oh, I'm very, I don't hold back. I do not.
So if you've given it
back.
a 5, mate, we should watch it. Yeah,
5 out of 10's. 5 out of 10's a good score.
5 out of 10. Get in.
Yeah, I mean that's better. It's a pass in my book. That's a pass.
Nice. Gonna watch it this weekend.
Yeah. I tell you what, not to watch. Don't watch Hold Back the Dark.
That creepy thing.
I've no idea. I still don't know what the fuck's going on in that movie. And I watched it last night. I think I'm going to have to review it. But not only did I watch it, I actually went on and read reviews on IMDb about it to find out what the hell happened. Right? Because apparently you really got to read the guy's book. And I'm like, I still don't know what happened.
Well, mate, it could have been easier than that. You should have just asked Ara. She would have told
Maybe
you.
I should have, yeah. I should have, yeah. Right, Piers Morgan, that's a
Oh,
shame, isn't it? Shame. Imagine fucking breaking a hip. What kind of man are you? A man or a mouse, you know?
He's a moose.
Tripped on a small step in a London hotel restaurant, fractured femur. That's a fucking massive bone. How can you fracture your femur?
He needs more vitamin D and magnesium.
I tell you what, mate, his bones are fucked if he's fracturing his femur just from falling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, from falling from the height of what? Nothing.
Yeah.
So,
oh well. What's that saying, boys and girls? Karma's or something?
Karma's a bitch.
He's only in his 60s or something, isn't he? He's not that old.
Yeah.
Not like as if it was somebody in their 80s falling over. Do you know what I mean?
Well, espresso mechanic, I think you might be onto something there.
What did he say?
No, don't say it out loud, but I think you might be onto something.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I think you might be following a course of action. Multiple Islamic regime IRB TV stations have been hacked by the opposition. So this was Iran, and they hacked the TV stations like the old Max Headroom hack. Do you remember that? Do you remember Max Headroom, though?
I do remember Max Headroom and what led to the Max Headroom show. Yeah,
which was a hack. You know? It
was a hack, yeah, TV hack.
Yeah. So they did the same thing in Iran, and they put up messages from the Shah and all that. But the whole thing just went dead because, although they had something like 10,000 Starlink devices in Iran that had been pre-positioned by CIA, and then we're speculating here, but who else is going to pre-position them? CIA, Mossad.
It's really Mossad, yeah.
Yeah. So these MI6. So these things were all pre-positioned in Iran so that they could all keep in contact. They were all up and running. The protests were going great guns, and then suddenly, boom, they just stopped. And apparently Russia blocked Starlink.
Yep. They've been jamming it.
Oh, so there's been more.
So Russia can
come
block
that was
Starlink.
The Russians that actually did it instead of Iran.
Yeah. Let's just say there was external assistance rendered to Iran.
Yeah.
Ah, the plot thickens.
Mm-hmm. Right. What are you talking about? Who's Max?
Huh?
I'm not sure. Adam said something. Max was great. Max who? Max
Headroom.
Oh, yeah, Max Headroom. Yeah, he was. Oh, I forgot we were talking about him. Yeah, he was great. Right. You're witnessing a phenomena called cow vigilantism.
What?
No, fucking hell. Say it right, John. Vigilantism. It's where people spend their days trying to crash trucks on the road which might be carrying cows.
I think they mean vigilanteism, not vigilantism.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are correct, actually, John. Yeah.
Vigilantism. Right, so apparently the Indians who worship cows generally, right, are crashing cow trucks that are carrying cows to let the cows escape and murdering the drivers.
That's crazy.
And not being prosecuted.
That's even worse.
Because the cows are holy, therefore their actions are reasonable.
That's crazy, but the cows are safe. They're just kind of contained to being transported. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah. That's nuts. It's nuts. And they've got, spike strips and things. They've got spike strips on motorways.
Chucking them in the road.
Throwing them out. I mean, that lorry's on its side. You saw that lorry crash in the video. They're throwing them out in the road, puncturing all its tyres, and the thing's careening off the road at 50 miles an hour. I mean, it's crazy. And then
it's going to kill other people.
Yeah, they're off their nut. Meanwhile,
it is a crazy world.
Meanwhile, the animals strike back. So,
hey?
Elephants classify human ethnic groups by odor and garment color. So apparently, a rogue elephant in India has gone nuts and killed 22 Indians and is still at large.
Oh dear.
Oops.
And the thing is, Indians are kind of revered as well, aren't they? Isn't one of their gods Ganesh or something?
It's
like
Ganesh.
Yes,
Ganapati is major figurehead. So I think Ganapati is a bit pissed with some Indians, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it sounds like.
And then you sent me that lovely one today. What Indian security forces are doing to meet the need for more assault rifles, didn't you, David?
Yes.
Yes, and really, this isn't about the assault rifle. It's about the photograph, isn't it, David? Because what's underneath the strap? It appears to be a couple of human turds.
I can't see.
Yeah, you won't see it because it's too small, and I don't really want to get putting human turds up on YouTube. But yeah, open defecation has a lot to answer for. Meanwhile, in Scotland, Glasgow City Council just approved a massive AI-generated mural to be painted in the city centre, George Square, no less. The illustration of Scottish elements inexplicably contains a bald eagle. We don't have bald eagles. Golden eagles, ospreys, yeah, no bald eagles.
Wow.
The planner says those upset about it are keyboard warriors who should calm down.
Have they heard about getting things right, for fuck's sake?
I'm sorry, but that is a little bit white for me.
The other thing that gets me is, why have we got a guy from Yorkshire on it?
I'm sorry, folks, it's not diverse enough.
It looks like he should be selling tea.
Why isn't there? There should be a bottle of Iron Brew in there.
You're right. Yeah, because the Highland Cow down the bottom. The Highland Cow down the bottom, a red eagle. There's a golden eagle in there as well. You can't see it because it's gone all smudgy. And there's a big steam train. But yeah, that's shocking. Shocking, I say.
It's a shocker, I tell you.
So a disabled woman has been charged after leaving a voicemail accidentally after a pocket dial. There were no words spoken on the voicemail, but the receiver claimed the call was anti-Semitic.
What?
So this disabled woman phoned the woman who has said that she's made this anti-Semitic call, phoned this woman in a perfectly amicable matter and had a chat about something that she required, right? And then has obviously butt dialed her. And because the woman that received the butt dialed call said she thought she could hear fake gunshots, she's decided that it's anti-Semitic.
Oh, Oh,
But of
good
course,
God.
everything these days is AS. It's anti-Semitic, you know,
Isn't it?
and of course you hate all Iraqis, other people in the Levant as well.
Sorry, where
Yes.
where did this happen, sorry?
Oh God, I can't remember. Was it Ohio or something? It's in America. I'm pretty sure.
It's one of
What
those
a
stories you kind of have to look at it and think,
stupid.
is that
this
true?
AI?
Like,
Yeah, is it AI slop or something?
No, I think it's real. It's real.
it allegedly happened.
Yeah. So Shanty says, "Where's the Buckfast?" Exactly. No Buckfast in that picture. Right, moving on. China says it will show strong evidence to the world that COVID-19 started in the United States. Well, fucking blow me down with a feather. Why wouldn't you?
That has to be
Look,
a pure state clickbait article.
It's got to be clickbait, but having said that, 2 years ago, I pointed out that a fucking professor from Harvard was arrested in Boston airport along with his serving captain in the Chinese army, not known at the time, who was operating as an intern in his fucking biological lab on their way to Wuhan with biologic material. I mean, this happened, and these guys were arrested in November 2019.
And it is alleged as well that SARS-CoV-2, which is the name of the virus that gives way to COVID-19, was already circulating throughout 2019 before it hit its trigger point and it took off.
Well, there's some evidence that it may have been in some kind of military base. It might have been circulating there in the Carolinas or something like that.
And it was present in wastewater in Barcelona.
But you can
March or April of 2019.
Oh, and it was definitely in Italy. Because Italy's a big hub for China flights.
Yeah, it is. Because the other thing, because that year of where did I well, anyway, I went somewhere in Italy for a week, and I came back, and I just remember everybody at work from like late September then into October and everything was when people started getting, you know, the really bad sniffles.
Poorly.
Yeah, but there you go. And you can look up that guy, the Harvard professor and all that. The whole thing's on record. He got the jail. I think it was suspended though. The Chinese captain, she got the jail and then got deported back to China. And yeah, the whole thing's a mess.
But there is connectivity. Like it's not just China. It involves the United States as well. Peter Daszak and lots of names.
Well, the Wuhan lab was supported by Fauci's NIH, wasn't it?
It certainly was. But you know, that was just another, you know, conspiracy fact. But you know, hey ho.
Right.
Oh yeah, this is gross.
Devious female prison officer, 23, jailed for having sex with 2 inmates in the chapel and plotting spice smuggle. Isabel Dale banged robber Shahid Sharif in HMP Coldingley's worship area with other lags on lookout, then got his nickname tattooed on her neck. This is just ridiculous. Yeah. So my first question has to be, why do we have female prisoner officers in male prisons?
I agree. I don't think that they should be present.
That's just stupidity. It's gross stupidity, is it not? There's just no reason for it.
Yeah, women's prisons you can understand, but yeah.
I agree. They should be present in fully male prisons, HMP institutions. They should not be there.
Espresso Mechanic says she looks more like a lap dancer than a prison officer. She does.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, it looks like she's all ready for a night at Spearmint Rhino or one of those places.
She looks a little bit like a hoochie.
Right, moving on. Thieves stole 55 tons of copper cable from a top secret base belonging to British military intelligence, and they left through the main gate. Hold on, it gets better. Okay. The damage is estimated at approximately £392,500. According to the article, the criminals who had wandered in with the big truck loaded the material onto their truck and then smiled and waved at the guards as they left.
It's like, now, seriously, like how does that even
It's even better.
Happen?
it's recently had a British military intelligence operation installed in the base. So, how are they guarding these bases? Who is guarding these bases? What the fuck is going on?
It kind of reminds me of that story about members of Palestine Action breaking into a military style base. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Well, they get into
what are they? Is it like security guards or Russ or something? Like, don't you aren't like, look, I haven't got a clue about the military or anything like that, but you would think that, you'd be stopped and you'd be like, what are you here for?
Military police, armed military police.
Yeah,
something. And then you've got to verify something. You don't just let feckin' people in.
So I flew out of Bryce Norton in the 80s.
Right.
When we were going to, in the 70s when we were going to Hong Kong.
Right.
And, you had to go through checkpoint to get in.
That's what,
Bryce Norton's where those planes were damaged. And they fucking went in on scooters. How?
Well, who's manning the fucking gate?
Can hell.
55 tons of copper.
55 tons. That's a lot of copper.
That's a lot of fucking copper.
The price of copper has gone up as well.
Yeah.
Completely unrelated, but illegal gun and bomb factory hidden in Britain's biggest traveller site, arming London gangs with lethal converted pistols and bullets. Thomas McKenna, 59, ran a secret workshop in his Essex caravan, drilling out Turkish blank firers into deadly firearms.
McKenna, I mean, he's not Irish at all, is he?
No. It reminds me of that old joke about what's his name? He's a Sinn Féin guy. What was his name?
Jerry Adams.
Jerry Adams said that he had a problem turning on all the fucking lights, all the fairy lights during Christmas. And some Y group responded, I'm sure you know someone who could ring up a timer for you.
Yeah.
Should have no issues with fuses and things like that.
Yeah. Right, moving on. UN Secretary General Guterres says the UN Security Council no longer represents the world. Well, you had me at the UN no longer represents the world and is ineffective. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. The UN is completely ineffective, is it not?
Chocolate teapot comes to mind.
Yeah, of course, because individual sovereign states are supposed to act, of their own accords. Like, there's no kind of grand supreme command from the United Nations. It's more of a kind of like a meeting aspect more than anything else, isn't it? It's a gathering.
It's a talking shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are many people who haven't been able to contact their loved ones yet. It's a real tragedy what happened. This is the train crashes in Spain. So we had the first one, which was a broken rail on a recently repaired section. So I'm kind of thinking, there's a big bit of fucking rail missing, but I'm kind of thinking on a recently repaired section, somebody's fucked up.
Yeah, what's going on with the maintenance crew,
Yeah.
Or whoever.
Somebody's not done a weld right with the looks of things, because if you look at the bit that's broken, the bit on the right has just got a vertical face. It's as if the bit that's broken has come off because there's not been a weld there.
So it's more...
So, Shanti, before we start going down the old, 4 and 5 days conspiracy theory thing, right? Let's just remember what happens here, because the media pick up on something. And because this is quite a big one, right? So the next one that happens, they pick up on it straight away. And then another one happens and they pick up on it. And then a hamster farts in somebody's living room and they pick up on that because they amplify everything. So it's like, remember when the boat hit the bridge in America? And suddenly there were boats hitting bridges everywhere. Remember when the train derailed? And the toxic waste, the toxic fire
in America, and then and then a couple of days later there was another one, and then even I was the first one to say, "Hang on a minute, this is a conspiracy," and you were like, "No, it's just like really there's issues with trains or maintenance or something."
There are 12,000 train derailments every year in America.
Yeah.
Because the media pick up
12.
on patterns and they amplify it.
Yes, that's what
To
happens.
push it
They pick up the pattern, and humans are brilliant at picking up patterns. And of course, we see it and go, conspiracy, Putin did it, you know? And no, it's not. It's just fucking coincidence. Because you know what? Coincidences aren't that hard. Yeah, well, it's probably thinner because it's broken espresso. But you know what? That's what happens. Anyway, moving on. The NHS tells midwives that cousin marriage is acceptable because only 15% of children are born with serious defects. I don't know if this is true or not, but why are we allowing...
That's bullshit, I'm sure. Excuse my language.
15% of babies deformed would normally be a disaster, wouldn't it?
Only 15%.
And we are paying through the nose to the NHS because of all the problems with kids coming from first cousin marriages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
It's like as if we're not paying for enough crap already.
So I was visiting my mum today, who's in critical care, and she was sick. And I had to hold the bowl for her as she was being sick. And I could have really used a tissue to wipe her face. And I had to shout to nurses that were just walking by.
Mm-hmm.
You know, can I get a tissue? And yeah, as soon as I shouted, they were like, fine, yeah, okay. But all they did was bring the tissues and leave the tissues. They didn't help at all. And I thought...
And check if she was okay. Mm-hmm.
This is fucking critical. This is meant to be critical care unit. ICU, you know? What the fuck? I don't understand it. I mean, they seem nice to talk to, but are they really doing their job?
Where's the C for care? Where is the care aspect? Yeah.
Yeah.
Intensive unit without the C for care. Mm.
So, anyway. Moving on. Mick Skins, who I like and have spoken to a few times. Why does this bloke always sound retarded? This is this guy, this solicitor guy, who I think, is he the solicitor for the 3 guys that beat up the cops in
the Manchester incident? Yeah.
Yeah. So he set up a GoFundMe for the ex-West Midlands police chief Craig Guilford, who retired on a full pension after earning over 200,000 a year. Why has he set up a GoFundMe for this guy?
Sounds dodgy. We know what's going to happen to that, don't we?
Is this the same dodgy WMP West Midlands police job that we covered last week?
The same guy.
Faked the AI evidence.
The guy that faked the AI. That's who they set up the GoFundMe for.
What the hell is going on in West Midlands Police?
I think line of duty type investigations should be going on in there. It really should. There seems to me that what the Americans call them, internal affairs, should be involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to call it complaints and discipline. Right, moving on. Retard of the week. And we have a little tardigrade as our emblem for retard of the week. I'm going to nominate this guy, Watcher on the Web, with a secondary one at the bottom. But the last 5 years makes a lot more sense if you assume COVID was a failed bioweapon and the regime has been scrambling because they didn't really expect to have to be dealing with most of us still being around. Not saying that's what happened, but it could make and I'm like, hold on a minute.
Oh my God, really?
Let's just play out a scenario here, and for YouTube, this is a hypothetical scenario that we're just spitballing. But let's just say that COVID was a biological weapon and it was intended to wipe out the majority of the world's population, to bring it down to, well, what was it the Georgia Guidestones said? 500,000? 500 million?
500,000, 500 million, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that, whatever it was, right? That would mean eradicating 8 billion people. Okay? Now, if you killed 8 billion people, do you have any fucking idea how long it's going to take to clean up that mess?
Oh, systemic collapse for one thing you'd have as well.
8 billion people. Well, there's not going to be anyone to clean up the mess, right? Because anyone that tries to clean up the mess is going to be fucking hit with not only the original thing that they might have been immune to, but cholera, TB, everything's... The place is going to be a complete and utter cesspit. So you might say, well, that's fine. The elites would be in their bunker, but you realise those elites would be in the bunker for the rest of their life until the surface of the planet was livable again. I mean, 8 billion people dead and dropped where they are with nobody to bury them or cremate them or whatever. It's just going to be a complete and utter disaster. That's just stupid. Just apply a little tiny bit of critical thinking, you realise that's a stupid thing to try and do.
Yeah, maintain humanity under 500 million people.
Yeah.
That was one of the main things with the Georgia Guidestone.
Yeah, you can't do it in one go. That would be crazy. So anyway, that's my... and then there's, of course... And here we go. And because you pointed this one out earlier, Shalini, earlier in the week. So Peter Sweden said there's an article on the World Economic Forum website that says COVID-19 was a test of social responsibility. No, there isn't, Peter. There isn't. And all those people on Twitter that say, the WEF admitted this was a test. No, they're not saying that. This is where what people actually say and how they form words is really important. Right? Because when they say the COVID-19 restrictions may have been a test of how people respond, that doesn't mean that it was designated as a test, that it was designed as a test, that they did it deliberately as a test. It means that looking at it, that's how people would respond. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what so-called, quote-unquote, air quote, journalists, allegedly, like Peter Sweden do. They will cherry pick and want that to blow up, amplify very clickbaity stuff because it's engagement. It's Musk bucks, of course.
Yeah, because if you think about it, with a tiny bit of fucking sensibility, that's not what they said. They said it might have been a test of how people will respond. But that doesn't mean that it was designed as a test.
That is a fair point. It's like that. I think the overlying kind of thing here, Sergeant Shalini, is that we may despise the World Economic Forum since like 1971. I think it was first established and started up. But yes, it is important to read all of the context, like everything that is said, before weighing it all up and making your own individual decision what it's all about, what this means.
And this is why we are universally hated, because we think critically and we dig into the detail and we make reasonable decisions based on the evidence that we have available to us. We don't fucking jump into one box or the other. And that's the problem, because if you're not jumping into somebody's box, then whose side are you actually on? I'm not on anyone's side. I'm on the side of truth.
Oh, but you're not catastrophizing, Sarge, so you're an operator, mate. You're an operator.
Oh, yeah, I'm an operator, yeah. Of course I am. So what about your retard of the week, Shalini? Have you got something for us?
Not really. It's more of something that was funny, but I'm sure folk might have seen it. There was...
Go on.
There was a political party... I don't even know if you call them a political party broadcast anymore by flipping... What's his name? Mr. Gappy Tooth. I'm gonna make your boobs bigger.
Oh, Zach Balinski.
It was just so awful.
What? And Carol Vorderman or who?
And Zach. What was it?
Oh, Zach.
Yeah, it was just basically really awful. But it was just all the usual guff, and then he threw in somewhere at the end about taxing the super rich. Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
The actor, the hypnotist.
Yes, the hypnotist. The one who stare at you and then potentially make your boobs bigger. Not. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So have you got one, David?
I do, yeah. It's a former contestant of Big Brother. I don't remember specifically. Maybe
right.
she was on a couple of years ago. Her name is Emily Hewittson. So I pulled this
Right.
off X, and just to quote what she said, it's in relation to the under 16 social media ban.
Oh,
And
okay.
she said,
Mhm.
I have thought a lot about my position on banning social media for under 16s, and ultimately, I've come to the conclusion that unfortunately it is a necessary evil. Social media is not a place for children. So Stop Common Pass comes in with a nice little screenshot from what she said about vaccine passports. And it was quoted as, same government overreach, same target group. Your principles seem flexible when it's quote unquote for the children. Because what Emily Hewittson said back in late 2021 was MPs really just voted through something that has zero evidence of working. Vaccine passports are not only discriminatory, but ineffective. What a farce. Well, then, Emily, doesn't that also apply to what's kind of going on here with this collective punishment for everybody else to verify their IDs to protect the children trademark? Yeah.
Think of the children.
Did she reply? I bet you she didn't.
No, of course not. No, of course not. No. I'm just miniature.
Shanty says Beckham's speech bigging up old sausage fingers was funny. I haven't seen it. I'll need to have a look at that. So Beckham was at Davos as well.
Oh yeah, well he's always there.
No, he's not.
Hey, hold on
David
a second.
Beckham,
it's Sir David Beckham, yes?
Fuck.
He's been wanting that for years, lads.
He has, I know. He has.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
And yeah. Right, I'm not sure I've ever met a white person so racist they wouldn't buy a shirt because of the race of the tailor. So this was in response to Michelle Obama saying that she's mindful to try and avoid white-owned brands, and others also should be mindful to try and do that. So she's telling people to avoid white-owned businesses. Yet the architect who designed the Obama Presidential Library is white.
I mean, is Michelle Obama, Michael, is he, she, they, inferring or suggesting a form of like modern segregation? Is that really where he, she, they is going?
It seems to be.
Maybe.
I really don't understand these people. I really do not understand these people. And I've never said avoid buying stuff because it's black. I've said avoid buying stuff because it's crap.
Yeah,
or avoid
exactly.
buying stuff because it might poison you. But I've never said avoid buying stuff because it was made by a black man.
Yeah,
and
let's just avoid buying certain things from Amazon or like Temu or Banggood or one of these sites because it's Chinese.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Well, you can't avoid buying from China.
She's just a fucking idiot. A racist idiot.
And the thing is, no, I can't.
Robin said, yeah.
No, I can't. All right. Yeah. Good one, Robin. Right. Pam Grier, meanwhile, says she had to close her eyes as a kid in Ohio to avoid seeing blacks hung on trees. Hold on a minute. Pam Grier was born in 1949. Last lynching in Ohio was in 1911. Was she fucking psychic or what?
I think the last time I saw Pam Grier was in Jackie Brown. That was it.
I know.
Did she jump into the TARDIS and go back in time?
Well, in fact, I missed that in the last slide because Rupert Lowe needs a fucking... Oh no, where are we? Rupert Lowe needs a time machine, doesn't he?
Why?
Because, oh no.
You're going back too far, I think.
Yeah, but I missed that one as well. Is it just me who feels disgusted when I see men being driven around by their wives? Caroline Gosling said. They always look so emasculated on the passenger seat next to a woman. I just replied to her saying, I sit in the back and make her wear a hat. But where was my... Oh, I can't remember. Maybe I've not come across it. Right, okay.
What was the Rupert Lowe thing?
Oh, I don't know. I'm losing it. There is a Rupert Lowe thing, but it might be coming up.
All right,
Where
okay.
are we? All right, okay, let's move on. Right, Barack Obama's ICE chief gets an award for 920,000 removals. Donald Trump's ICE chief gets called a Nazi for 230,000 removals, or 290,000 removals, right? It's the same person.
Dude. Oh, these people are retards,
The Ice
man.
Chief is the same person. Tom Homan. Right. A 37-year-old man from Bradford, pictured,
Oh, no.
West Yorkshire, was jailed for 3 years after pleading guilty to having sexual intercourse with chickens. Possessing indecent images of children and related offences. What the fuck are the related offences? He abused several pet chickens in the basement of the family. Boom.
That's a bit of a degenerate there. Quickly, move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, move.
Chickens. Dr. Hillary has been rushed to hospital with fears of a heart attack. Periocarditis, apparently. Funny that.
Funny that. Does that connect back to something that someone said in the chat about Piers Moron?
Yeah, karma as well,
Yeah,
I think karma might have visited there as well. Right.
I think so.
Yes, karma is indeed a biatch. Right, major scandal in the Netherlands after it's revealed that 125 students were made to live with 125 asylum seekers in an experiment to foster an integration. And it ended in students falling victim to gang rape, several sexual assaults, and knife crime. That's not a fucking experiment. That's torture.
What the fuck were they thinking? Like, what the fuck?
These people are nuts. These people are fucking nuts. Absolute nuts. I mean, it's like Trump's Somali speech. Did you hear that one?
No, I must have missed that. Was it another Trump special, was it?
He was talking about Minnesota and he said Somalis were of low intellect. And people are up in arms, and it's like, that's a hard one to argue against. The
IQ was like, is it 60 something or 70 something?
Average IQ for sub-Saharan African is 68.
Yeah. So there we go.
If you're under 70 in the Western world, you're considered mentally challenged.
Indeed.
Wealthiest family of Rothschilds in Europe has been attacked by Mr. Putin. Apparently is trying to throw them all out of Russia, or has thrown them all out of Russia.
Ooh.
So that's interesting.
Certainly is.
Because the Rothschilds historically had a kind of presence in each of the major countries, didn't they?
Because actually, linking back to maybe it might have been the first live, Schwab's missus is née Rothschild.
Yeah. And meanwhile, back in Scotland.
Oh no.
There was an explosion at the Rockstar North building in Edinburgh. Fire crews are at the scene. The explosion seems to be tied to a boiler. So far, no reports of death or injuries, but it's not yet clear if the game's development will be affected. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I think that could be set up. Rockstar Grand Theft Auto gets bombed, you know. Right, moving on. PM dumps hate speech laws. Anthony Albanese has dropped his hate crime censorship laws. That's good. That is good.
It is good.
Australia really does need to stand up and be counted, though, because there's some weird stuff going on in Australia. And there was just too much news to put in the slides today. I mean, we're at slide 46 and still got a stack to go. Wait, where are we? 46. The alcohol industry has lost 830 billion in 4 years, and Gen Z is why. Well, I don't think it's quite Gen Z is why, because you stopped people going to pubs for 2 of those years, didn't you, really? Drinking 87% less than previous generations. They prioritise health and clarity over booze, upending decades-old assumptions and forcing beer, wine and spirits giants to rethink everything. Well, you know what? I think it's also evident that not having booze is impinging on our breeding habits, because Western civilization isn't meeting the replacement level for having kids. People need to drink more. Beer goggles are required.
Beer goggles.
I mean, think about it. Like alcohol, helping ugly men have sex.
I mean, I feel a little bit challenged by this. There really seems to be this strong kind of civic duty aspect that's pushed through, in a very macho kind of fashion towards men and women throughout kind of social media about the fertility decline and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We're living in very strange times with that. It's that you have a duty to breed. You must not breed. You're not a man. You're not a woman. You're not a real adult. Unless you kind of, it's this whole thing of commoditizing and viewing kids of the future as being these economic units. There's something about it that I kind of feel a little bit prickly, a little bit disturbed by.
Are you what generation are you?
I was born in like early 80s, so
you Gen X, or
I would be kind of heading towards like kind of millennial-ish, like yeah.
Ooh. Anyway, I'm thinking, like one of the problems is, and I've actually done a video about this, and it's about 3/4 edited, about population replacement and the pressure to breed and whatever. I don't think the pressure is there. That's the problem these days, because people they don't seem to have that pressure. And the other thing is, there are just so many factors that effeminize men.
Yeah.
And do away with the strong male role model. And I'm not trying to sound like Andrew Tate here. I'm not trying to sound like him at all, but there is a place for strong males, and unfortunately, the evidence very much points to the fact that every generation of males just now is much weaker than their father was, and 4 times weaker than their grandfather.
There's been that there's been that whole toxic masculinity nonsense and all this other stuff that's been pushed.
And the really unpleasant thing that I discovered while I was doing this research was that our whole approach about men opening up and, don't be frightened to show your emotions and things like that. It's a double-edged sword. Not only does it put women off, when you look at the studies and the psychology behind it, not only does it put women off, but it where was I? Right. What was I talking about?
People having kids. Yeah.
People having kids.
Men talking about their feelings.
Oh, right. Men talking. Not only does it put women off, right, because they come across as more in touch with their feelings, it also seems to increase male suicide, which is completely the opposite of what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think this will be quite an interesting video. Well, it is an interesting video. It's taken me a long time to edit it, but it's the evidence is quite damning, and quite scary, because we seem to be doing things the wrong way. And you know what? You know who's responsible? The media, more than anything. Right, let's move on.
Yeah.
We're getting a bit. Right, let's try and get towards the funnies. Kent Police, following reports of lamping. You know what lamping is, right? It's when guys go out with big torches and try and shoot rabbits for the pot, right? So they're poaching rabbits, even though the rabbits really belong to anyone. But anyway, following reports of lamping in Hawkhurst last night, the team quickly tracked down the vehicle being used and detained 4 males. So stop searches revealed a catapult, ball bearings with stones, and we've reported 1 male for offences and seized the items for destruction. So, why? Why is the police chasing people, killing rabbits to eat them? I mean, it's not like they leave the rabbits lying there, for people to discover. They're doing this so they can eat the rabbit, right? Why are we chasing people and locking them up or, reporting them for eating rabbits, which are a fucking pest? Let's face it, most farmers would be glad of you getting rid of the rabbits. So why are we doing this and not catching actual criminals that are causing...
Easy win, like with the social media stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Right, moving on. Federally charging a black man with the KKK Act on MLK Day, right? I don't know if you've read about this. Don Lemon.
Oh, he's such a knob.
Remember Don Lemon, CNN, right? Former CNN. Got charged with the KKK Act for inciting a riot on a church on Martin Luther King Day. That's ironic.
The only thing is just a little correction. So three of the people have been because obviously it's Minnesota or Minneapolis or whatever, because I get all them places mixed up. And it's all completely lefty, Tim Walz, all that rubbish.
Yeah.
So three people have been arrested and charged. With Don Lemon, the judge didn't want to do something or other, so they weren't able to charge him or whatever. And so it's probably one of those activist judges. So I don't know where the DOJ is with charging Don Lemon. And obviously, when the other three, or however many it is, go to court, although there should be more because there was loads of them that stormed that church, which was disgusting. Well, they even get sent to prison because it's Minnesota.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? Minnesota's compromised. Right, moving on. FBI tapes reveal Martin Luther King was a fucking horrible man. Not only did he have affairs with 40 women, he apparently beat his wife, he was very rarely home, he was just an all-down bad dude.
Bit of a dark horse, eh?
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
I did not know that.
A dark horse.
No pun intended, of course. No
Nope.
pun intended, of course.
Right, okay, moving on. Yep. After a supposedly 111-year-old man was found to have been dead since he was 81 and unreported, so his daughter could keep collecting his pension checks, Japanese authorities began investigating the country's oldest old. They found a complete mess. In 2020, the Minister of Justice put out a memo noting there were 234,354 people aged 100 and older whose addresses were not recorded. Some 77,000 of them were older than 120, and 884 were older than 150.
Oh my
These
God.
people did not exist. In some cases, they never existed, and in others, they were long dead, including many cases where these dead people's pension checks just kept coming.
You see, this is why the Japanese are really good at doing horror. They're really, really good at doing grisly horror.
But this puts their whole fucking life expectancy thing in the toilet. Because people that are 150 years old are counted in the stats.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, boy.
Fucking nuts. Nuts, mate. For the first time ever, the FDA under President Trump is requiring the flu vaccine to prove real-world efficacy to stay on the market, and big pharma is reportedly on edge. Oh, you think? Yeah. Because the flu vaccine efficacy varies dramatically year to year. Apparently last year it was minus 26. If you took it, you were 26% more likely. Well, not 26%. You were like, a quarter more likely to get it than not.
Yeah, Piers Morgan found out about that as well quite a few years ago on a show. I don't know if any of you remember seeing that clip from years ago. He was on a show with like Dr. Oz or something like that.
All
and
right.
He got the flu jab, and then he came back like a week, 2 weeks later, and he kind of had a scratchy throat, and he was getting over the flu and stuff like that. It was
really?
funny. Yeah.
Oh, well.
The rise of Ozempic vagina sees women spending about $2,500 to reverse the effect. The rise of what? What? Ozempic vagina?
Say what now?
So apparently, and the best description that was given to me, or not given to me, but I heard was just. Do you remember Bagpuss?
I used to watch. Yeah, I used to watch Bagpuss.
Ozempic with JJ. Oh my god, that's
Right,
crazy.
Next, moving on. Thousands of young people just flooded central London streets to reject digital ID completely. They didn't want the state monitoring their every move. It's happening. The youth are finally waking up. But the Lord's just passed it. So it's not going to make any difference, is it?
Huh?
Digital ID for kids to be able to access the...
Oh, okay.
It's going to go ahead, isn't it? It's digital ID by the back door.
I don't know. I'm going to throw a spanner in the works here.
Go
You
on,
know, I'm kind of
Scott.
technical with this. Are we talking about digital ID or digital ID credentials? What we talking about? Or what are they talking about?
What we're talking about is verifying your age to be able to go on social media.
Digital ID verification. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, it's coming in one way or the other. They're going to squeeze it in, aren't they?
I think people are talking about it like it's this, you know, there's like, you know, no offense, but, you know, Darren of Plymouth will kind of say that the line must not be crossed, or the Rubicon must not be crossed, but it's something that's fused itself with British society for over a decade. I'm not making an argument for it in terms of like centralization, but people kind of need to understand the critical reality here is that it's already been and used in society, like, you know, for well over a decade. And yes, it must be guardrailed and mitigated against with the government getting their slippery hands on these processes and normalize them into various parts of our daily life. Of course, we should be absolutely against that, you know.
If you've got to verify your age to be able to get onto social media, does that mean that everybody needs to do it?
Well,
of course,
I think
because that was the case in Australia. But they said it's like, no, we need to protect children. But you had 20, 30, 40, 50 plus year olds saying, this is bloody ridiculous, mate. I have to verify my ID to use Snapchat or something like that. You know what I mean? That's the direction that it's going.
Well,
go ahead.
So Microsoft recently asked me to verify my gamer tag for age verification. My gamer tag was issued in 2003. Why would I need to verify my age? I mean, that's just fucking ridiculous, is it not?
Did you age verify back in 2003?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I had a gamer tag issued in 2003, so I can't be any younger than 23 if I got it issued by my parents when I was born. Right?
It doesn't work like that, Sarge. We have to protect the children now.
It's fucking nuts. It really is. I ordered my own books. They arrived at my door. They were stolen, along with the other neighbours' packages. This morning, I find a crumpled, torn box with my books thrown in the corner in the lobby. The thieves didn't want my book. How gutting would that be? An author obviously ordered some books to give away, you know. The thief stole his books and then returned them. Apparently, highly intelligent people are more likely to binge drink. Imagine that. Silence of the Lambs is a terrifying movie about a TERF who teams up with a celebrity chef to track down and murder a brave trans woman. That's an interesting take.
Yeah, that is an interesting take, yeah.
That's one way of putting it.
As you pointed out, Shalini, the government has formally approved the Chinese super embassy. Although they are now apparently going to move the fibre optic cables.
Yeah, who's moving the fibre optic cables?
We are. Well, why fucking approve it and then move the cables? Why not just tell them to fuck
off?
I mean, the whole thing's ridiculous.
No, it's crazy, boy.
Russian soldier, and you know, I've got to show both sides, but this is fucking harsh. Russian soldier who lost arms and legs receives a laptop from Russian officials for his duties at the front. Holy fuck.
They didn't think that one through, did they? Before the photo op.
Now, if you look at the photo closely, and I don't know if you can pick it up, but
Just
there's
AI
a guy on the left corner with a guitar. What the fuck is going on? See down here in the left. That's a guitar.
It's a weird world out there, folks.
Espresso Mechanic says Facebook is asking you if you want to pay $2.99 a month and have no adverts, or continue using it for free and have your personal information used to throw targeted adverts at you. Fuck off, I don't use Facebook anyway.
Is you still using Facebook?
People who go to garage sales are the type of people that use Facebook. Right, moving on.
Privacy.
Absolutely crazy story here. A US citizen sailed his own yacht from America to Russia to meet a girl from Kazan he'd been chatting with online. The journey took almost a year with stops in Portugal, Spain, Italy, Greece and Turkey. When he finally docked in Sochi, illegally, and the customs inspected it, they found a rifle that he had for self-defense and jailed him for 5 years. 59-year-old male, right? You can buy them through the mail. You can still get Russian mail order brides. You don't have to fucking sail a boat there to pick them up.
Wow.
Two, it does kind of reek of, we'll have this guy as a prisoner exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see him getting released in like a year's time in a swap. Shalini, you and I both found this at the same time, I think.
Yeah. This is brilliant.
YouTuber Jesse James West held a competition to see who's stronger between tall, strong bodybuilder women and strong dwarf men. The dwarf men easily crushed them, and they literally did. And the guys were so fucking happy doing it. If you watch the video, it's brilliant. The women were very egotistic, serious, and competitive. The guys were just having fun. They were. It was funny as fuck. It really is. Women are weaker than men. That's a biological fact. In general, women are weaker than men. And that's why real men don't hit women.
Yeah, unlike that Turkish prick who did that,
Yeah, or most black men. Black men seem to have a penchant for hitting women for some reason.
Careful,
anyway,
careful.
Oh, I know. Sorry. While we've still got some audience, before the stream gets pulled, I'm thinking of moving the stream to 8 o'clock start. What do you think of that, people? I fucking sound like George Galloway again. What's going on?
Are you doing? Are you?
I do sound like George. What is going on? I don't even watch George Galloway.
I know,
anyway,
he's an annoying.
He's going to call it the mother of all talk shows.
The mother of all talk shows. The mother of all. Anyway, right. 8 p.m. Good idea, says Parmy. Why? Why 2000 hours, says Robin? Just because if we bring it forward to 8, then we've got a chance of keeping Shalini awake.
Stick it to a poll. Stick a poll up there.
Well, I don't think I even need a poll because Shanti said good, go for it, says espresso. Parmy says he's tired at 10:30.
And you know how I feel.
Yeah, we know Shalini's tired, So yeah, I've already spoke to Ed. He's in for 8 as well. He thinks it's a good idea. So
the job's a good one.
It's looking good because you people are the people that are always here. So I'm going to take what you say more than anyone. Right, moving on. Poland will no longer have the words woman and man in marriage, and you thought Poland was fucking based.
I thought they were. What happened?
Yeah, Poland is changing the templates of the marriage certificates, replacing the fields woman and man with the terms first spouse and second spouse.
What?
The goal is to enable. It's you know what? Fucking sick. Scientists who managed to obtain full genome sequences of ancient Egyptians have concluded the people of the pharaohs were more closely related to modern Europeans and inhabitants of the Near East rather than present-day Egyptians.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Whoa, why wouldn't you think that? Look what they did. And then go to sub-Saharan Africa and look what they're building right now.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, the answer is self-evident, is it not? Moving on. Japanese suicide rates fall 84% after blue lights installed at Tokyo metro stations.
Interesting.
What?
That is interesting. It's fucking scary looking as well.
No, it is. It looks like there's a horror, like something's going to jump out at you. It's like a horror movie.
I
told you to do good horror. I told
you. It looks like she's going to turn around and have no face or something like that, you know? Fuck me.
That's interesting with colour therapy as well. There obviously there seems to be some science to this, John. There
is science to this because we did this in Irvine, right? When I was in the police, we painted the cells pink. It was a... we didn't do it off our own bat. Some people turned up and your contractors turned up and painted the cells pink, and we were like, what the fuck is going on here? And the chief inspector goes, well, apparently it's an experiment to see if it'll calm down the Neds when we lock them up. So yeah. It seemed to be working okay until we got to the point where we put two people. You had to double the cells up, when you started getting busy, and we put two people into. Well, we weren't allowed to put two people in a cell. It was either one or three, because if you put two people in, they could just fight with each other. Whereas if you had one or three, they tended not to fight. So we put three people in one of these pink cells, and things went awry.
Oh no.
Yeah. So the big guy apparently, how would you say it? Orally assaulted? No, he didn't orally assault. He assaulted their oral cavities with something that he had. And when confronted about this in the morning, as the extra charges were preferred against him, he says, I don't remember that. Whereas the other two guys certainly does.
That's crazy. Like, rates fall 84%. That's massive.
That is massive. Right, moving on. Israeli hiker dies after slipping off the cliff at Hitler's Eagle's Nest. Adi Mas, 30, falsely his death while climbing to popular tour site in southern Germany. That's a bummer. It happened in 2019, but Eagle's Nest is so fucking impressive. I've been up that. I've been there. I've drank beer in the Eagle's Nest.
Did you?
Had your beer in your bratwurst.
It's impressive. It is impressive. You go and even the lift up, it's fucking impressive. But yeah, it's definitely. Oh yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth a visit. Right, turn hard books into easy books with Magibook. Maximize your reading potential and avoid difficult language today. We are fucking done. We are done, people.
What?
If this is what people want, we are done. Okay, The Great Gatsby. Turn hard books. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I'd been turning over in my mind ever since. Into easy books. When I was young, my dad told me something that I still think about.
It strips the beauty away from the vernacular. I mean, it's terrible. Terrible.
Sake.
Oversimplification is just ruining the beauty of the words,
That's fucking awful, isn't it? Yeah. That is awful.
Yeah.
It's a great book, The Great Gatsby.
A mum who raised $43,000 claiming her homophobic neighbour was intimidating her over her relentlessly gay yard is accused of faking the threats herself.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. What people will do to make money.
I know.
I mean, look at us. We're not making money. This is what you do when you're not making money. See, this is what you do. The Bank of England must plan for a financial crisis sparked by aliens. The Times just published that.
What is this?
The fucking Times published that.
What a load of bloody garbage. Honest to goodness.
This fucking nonsense. These people are completely insane. There is a case for opening asylums again.
Yeah. Open the asylums.
A dozen people in motorised chairs dress up as Stephen Hawking at the 2026 Cadiz Carnival in Spain. The group says the performance was to give people with disabilities a voice and visibility. We tend to be committed to these issues because Paco, the director, blah, blah, blah. Fucking hell, man. Talk about ripping the piss out of Stephen Hawking, who is dead. You need to watch the video because this, at one point...
I saw it and I thought, is this AI? Like, is this...
No, it's real. Did you see them when they were on stage? What appeared to be covered in spunk? It's just ridiculous. But anyway, Canada's deputy prime minister appears to be a fucking meme. He appears to be a meme. It's not a joke. He's a fucking
real?
It's real. That's the Deputy Prime Minister of Canada. He's a living fucking meme.
So it's not when life imitates art, it's when art imitates life.
Art imitates life.
That's brilliant. I love those stories.
Oh my god.
That's brilliant.
Get out of here. Seriously.
There's a really cold fucking, these, what do you call it, these cold bombs or whatever. There's one hitting Ontario just now and it's going to be really cold, but I find it strangely erotic.
Are they boobs?
Oh.
That's the map. Last weekend, Ontario was one of the coldest places on earth, with temps as low as minus 50 degrees centigrade.
Jesus Christ.
I've been in minus 40. Minus 40 is fucking amazing. You walk out, like for instance, you're in a hotel, you walk out the hotel and it's minus 40 outside. Minus 40 centigrade. No, it's not crisp, mate. It's not crisp.
Don't want to go outside then, I guess.
You walk out and you breathe out, right? And as you breathe out, you feel every hair in your nose freezing.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be in anywhere that gets that cold.
Fucking incredible. It's so cold. But it was in Alberta, in Canada, and it was so dry. You could bear it for short periods.
I say it was beautiful to experience. You look at the elk going across the road then or something, No.
The best thing was we went to the hot springs, right? So you go in the hot springs, it's minus 36 outside, and it's 36 degrees in the hot spring, right? So you duck under the water and you come up, and at that point I had longer hair, and you shape your hair into spikes, right?
Spikes of ice?
And it freezes.
Oh no.
Instantly. And you can go like that, and you could actually poke through your fucking skin if you tried, because it froze instantly into spikes of ice. Cool. It was impressive. I liked it. Right, moving on. Starmer has been told his latest plan to recall reservists back to the military up to the age of 65 only adds 44 men to the army as the Labour Party is busy taking the rest to court. That's about right.
It literally is God's army. It's just crazy.
Some guy took a photo of his wife and she is no longer speaking to him.
Oh.
Don't get scammed by this woman. She stands on the corner on Oak Street. She'll ask you for a ride to the store, then rob you. Be very careful. She got me 5 times this week. Don't fall for it. A sign of a failing economy is the hookers get cheaper and better looking. Anyway, moving on. I visited a gun shop in Indiana once and had to use a bathroom. Inside was a portrait of a naked man with a thick wooden board covering where his private part would be. Curiosity got the best of me and I tried to lift the board. It sets off an air horn throughout the whole store.
Oh no!
We have a winner.
That's a classic. What would you like?
Oh, I saw this today.
Short back and shepherd's pie, please.
Shepherd's pie, stroke panini or something like that.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
He just needs to put on a pair of glasses like Sonny's and he could be the new like I beat the boss or something like that,
Yeah.
So in reference to our earlier one about the boobs, the cold spot, Exploding trees are possible in the Midwest and Northern Plains on Friday and Saturday as temperatures are forecasted to fall 20 degrees below zero. Now, apparently
Where's
this
this?
is a real thing.
Where is
What,
this?
minus 20? Really?
Yeah, yeah, but that's minus 20 Fahrenheit because that's America. now.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
So the trees actually. Where about? Okay, my geography is terrible.
yes.
Where is that?
That's in northernmost states of America.
I haven't got a clue.
So that's. Oh God, I don't know even know what one
Don't worry
borders
don't
on.
worry
But
about it.
anyway, right. So
But
that's
the trees
just down
will
from
explode.
no, literally, this does happen. The trees explode. What happens is it gets so cold that the sap freezes and expands, and then
And then it just
suddenly,
goes.
suddenly the tree can't hold it, and it goes bang.
That's
fucking-
crazy, boy.
The bark peels off, and the tree falls over, or whatever. Yeah, trees.
really
trees
dangerous then,
will-
shit.
yeah. And you know what else is really dangerous? Fucking buying a set of these.
Oh
Why
yeah,
would anyone?
I
Why
know.
would
I sent you that
anyone?
today. I was like, what the fuck?
You know, Ben's got a
what the
pair ordered. I joked to him about it earlier.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it. The only person I know that would wear them would be Ben.
They're Lego Crocs. Yeah, Vaughn reckons Ben's got them
They're
already.
fucking horrible.
And the thing is, they're rubber. Your feet will sweat. And like, why do people wear those feckin'
Why do
things
people wear
anyway?
Crocs anyway? Yeah.
I
They do make your
know.
feet sweat, yeah.
Why
Right,
would
dude.
anyone wear them?
I know people wear them outside. It's just they're
Oh, it's gross. It's fucking gross. Right. Anyway, there's two slides left. People, you got anything else you want to add, guys? Before
No,
we finish?
Thank you.
It's been great crack. It's been great
good.
crack.
Right.
Good.
Two slides left. One, family. Family is important. Remember that, people. Family is everything. Nothing is more important than family, except tapas. And you know what? If you are the dictator of a communist country and you are living your best life, wouldn't you pick better looking birds? Oh, as always, it's been great.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to